He's like living with a permanent heckler.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty toes.
Can we hear?
So it's like, it's all good.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Hold on, let me
So-
change my thingy then.
Perfect. Everybody mute for a minute. I'm gonna do my pre-audio thing where I do my voice. They know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, I do my radio voice and I introduce the thing. And then I'm gonna say, welcome your host, Duante Suitman Productions. And then we'll all come on. I'll spotlight myself. Now for the most part, just we'll go over it. Everybody will be spotlighted. We'll go through our things. And then when you guys ask questions, I'll try to unspotlight everybody, if that makes sense. Thank you, guys. Starting here shortly. About to start. Hold on 1 second. Just finishing up typing everything in. There we go. All right. Yo. Welcome to Suitman Productions. Today we are having the first ever episode of Dating with Disabilities. On this podcast, we have a transcontinental lineup and panel, meaning half of our guests are from the UK, the other half are from the United States. But we also have a full spectrum of disabilities on the show, meaning we have panelists who have both physical and mental disabilities, or both, one or the other. Today, our first episode, we thought it would be great to talk about some of the firsts we've had in life. So anywhere from maybe their first crush, their first love letter via email, wink, wink, hint, hint, or even their first kiss, just depending on what they want to share. Today's lineup, we're going to have our usual panel of Benny Shakes out of UK, the Blue Glasses Girl out of UK, Janejira Damron out of Seattle, Washington, Audra Sisak out of Seattle, Washington, and our guest panelist today is the funny, the opinionated for sure, Dominque Variety D Davis out of UK. Now everybody give it up for your host, the biggest mouth, probably on the west of the Mississippi, the guy with the curl, number one in your hearts, probably number two in your phone. Give it up for Duante Suitman Barnett. Yo! How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Make some noise. All my panelists, make some noise.
Yay!
Oh, this is gonna be pandemonium. It's funny because my name's Dante. This has really been a collaboration between a bunch of great minds. I got lucky and made some fans in the UK. Emma Blue Glasses. She liked what I did with Def Comedy Jam and some other things. and I got a message from this guy named Benny Shakes about being on his podcast. I was like, Benny Shakes? Why is he called Benny Shakes? Well, he's got cerebral palsy, so he shakes. I was like, oh, that's kind of slick. And then I went on his podcast and met Emma, and it just kind of was in the same line of things that we do at Autistic Artists. And then when I was on his podcast, I was about to talk about dating, and whatever reason we didn't get there. And when we got done with his podcast, it was like, ooh, we should talk about that. I was like, I know, right? So today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our firsts. But before we get into that, I want to let everybody know who we are, what we do, who our names are. So I'll let you know who I am. I'm Duante. I'm your host tonight. A lot of you guys won't know who I am because you're in the UK, of course. But I'm Duante Suitman Barnett. I produce a ton of online content. I personally am 50% deaf. One of my ears is partial deaf. And I've also got Asperger's, anxiety, and PTSD. So even though I look like this big, tough, black guy on the outside, on the inside, I'm a skinny little white girl with anorexia. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. Nobody loves me. But before we get into the show, before we get into the panel, I want to make sure that everybody knows who's here. So I'm going to introduce you to our panel today. Let's make some noise for our first panelist. This lady's got more attitude than I do. I know you find that hard to believe, but she definitely does. She's already laughing about the fact I said that. She's a sassy motherfucker. Give it up for Blue Glasses Girl. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
Yes.
Woo! Yeah.
Tell us who you are, Blue Glasses Girl.
Hello, everybody. I'm Blue Glasses Girl, and I'm based here in Leeds, in England, in the UK. It's the north of England, which is the best part of England. So, hello, everybody.
That's a lie.
I knew somebody'd have a comment to say about that. So, I am neurodiverse. I wear blue glasses because I have Erling syndrome. I have complex PTSD. I have an eating disorder. Basically, I'm just mentally ill. So, yeah, that's my thing. And neurodiverse. So, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And you're going to be one of our staples. So, everybody get used to seeing her crazy ass. She's not going nowhere. She's not going nowhere. Next up, our second panelist out of Seattle, Washington. If you love our artwork, you love anything you see with Suitman, this is the lady who does it. She's badass. She will kick your ass, and if she don't, I will. Give it up for Janejira Damron. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello.
I am an artist. Hold up, I gotta show off my work.
Uh-oh, guitar case. I see you.
It's actually a viola case. But,
or rifle, depending on how crazy you are. But go ahead.
I am American. We have those here. I have dyslexia, but I'm a published author, so that's amazing. I'm on the autistic spectrum, but people don't really think so because they're like, but you don't look autistic. And I was like, what's that supposed to mean? Right. I do music. I'm launching a music channel this year. Updates coming up. I did a little bit of comedy because I got into comedy by accident. One person was like, I told them I'm a comic artist, and they were like, oh, you do comedy. And I was like, that is not the same thing. And they're like, do you want to do some jokes? And I was like, I'll have material by Wednesday. It'll be good.
You know, all comedians hate fuckers like you. Like, yeah, just go up there and wing it. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I got 5. Yeah, fuck. I heard her 5. It was more like 1.5. But we'll talk about that later. Up next, this guy is the reason why this partnership happened. He's a bit of a bloke, though. I don't know if that's the right word. Maybe a nincompoop, a hootenanny, one of those older words. I love him anyways. Give it up for Benny Shakes!
Hello. My name's
Benny.
a comedian, photographer, shaky photos. And I'm a podcaster as well, and I'm also a gardener. So, yeah, that's me really. I do Benny Shakes Things Up, where I interview disabled artists all around the world, and we try and shake things up. I also do another show called Below the Belt, where I take non-disabled people and give them a disability for an hour so they can experience how we feel. So, yeah, that's me.
That's pretty fucking
Love it.
badass.
Yeah, I love it.
I've loved one of these ex-girlfriends who thinks I don't hear anything to be half deaf like me all day and just fuck with them. Oh, you didn't hear me that time, Karen? Oh, you didn't hear? I thought you couldn't hear. Never mind, sorry. We'll get into that later. That's called my drama. All right, we know what's going on here. Right?
Spill the tea.
Yeah, hey, I need some tea. Can I get a spot of tea? I'm a little hungry. I may need a Snickers, right? Our next panelist though. Fortunate or not for her, she's known me the longest. I don't know if she's happy about it or she'll own up to it. But she's doing all kinds of things in the community. Best part is we had a conversation in our little chat group yesterday where I was finding, and not so much finding, but she knows everybody in this fucking neurodiverse world. She's like the Suitman of the neurodiverse world. She's the ultimate networker, and she also fights for rights and is on the spectrum herself. So give it up for Audra Sisak.
Oh, thank you. So yes, I'm autistic and I have epilepsy. I'm dyslexic. I have anxiety, depression, and a allotment of other sorts of things that will probably be diagnosed to me at some point because I say I always get a label, at least from one of my organ systems. So yeah, I work as a therapist. I do a lot of advocating in the special needs communities education. And I also work with the mental health of the community. And I just do a lot of fighting for social justice, especially for those in marginalized communities.
Well, everybody's got to have a champion. She may not be my size, but she fights like it for the cause like she is. Jesus Christ. I don't want no trouble with her. You know what I mean? She's one of those ladies that if you see her at an IEP meeting, you're fucked. Just give the kid what he needs. Just fucking give the kid what he needs. The parents are going to get what they want. Don't fuck with that lady. You know what I mean? And last, but definitely not least, I have a feeling this lady's like half my fucking size. I can already tell because she's got the attitude of my size, and most people who have my attitude weigh like 102 fucking pounds. You know what I mean? Like I can tell, I can probably pick her up, shake her, and throw her around. Make it my own little variety mix. You know what I mean? But I love the spunk. I love the attitude already. Our guest panelist this week will be Variety D. Tell us a little about yourself, young.
Hey, it's one of my New Yorker. Yes, I like to do a Dallas move. You know, I like to do one of these kind of breaking the glasses kind of thing. Not really breaking, but, breaking three, like you broke a virginity, something, breaking that move where I am classed as the first Black British comic with disability in the game. If you look in the archives, there's none. But, and it's been nearly 7 months since I had my brain surgery. So, hey, I'm here. I'm alive. It felt like ER, but a triple X version. And I'm still alive. Okay, yeah, that's all I can say in it.
That's all she gets. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was bitching about my shoulder reattachment.
This is there too. Don't worry.
You know what I mean? Like I complained about having my shoulder rebuilt, my ear, and she's I just had brain surgery 7 months ago.
I know.
Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Except for every once in a while when I watch some of my arm twitches like this, but other than that, we're great. No, I'm just fucking with you. But today, we're doing our first episode, and so we're gonna talk about our first. And so, up first, we're definitely gonna go with our guests. We're all gonna comment, but we're trying not to interrupt your story. But what first are you gonna share with us today, Variety D?
I tried to think. The thing is, I did a little list here on my thing. My note app. I was thinking, right, should I put eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which of them was quick to go? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna pick number 4. It feels like a game show this one.
Yeah, I know. Should we just give you a random number? Like, I think we all did that. The worst part about this, I don't know, you saw in the chat, Audra was like, which story should I tell? Both. Then Emma was like, well, she's telling both. I'm telling both, right? And then I'm over here like, fuck, did you hear what happened to me fucking Friday? Do you know what happened when you're late to a booty call? Become somebody else's booty call. That's what happens. That's what happens. It just gets taken. There's an expiration date on booty calls. I don't know if you knew that. Anyway, so I digress. Yeah. You can't
I
just
could tell Dante, you eat ass. You eat ass. You are one of those fruit bowl guys. Yeah. You literally
not at
do
all. I don't even
tropical-
watch. Don't you start with me, Variety D, because you got me all wrong. I don't even watch porn.
I could start with you, but we are about 9 hours away from each other. You know, to know how far it is to fly on Virgin Atlantic. No.
And I'm not going to say anything except he does not.
Exactly.
You're lucky you got a lawyer. Like,
Shit just got too real. So go ahead, Variety D. Tell me what you got.
Honey Jesus. But yeah. So basically, one of my boyfriends was so good that I actually ended up having a seizure, a complex partial seizure during sex.
You gotta give us more than that. It wasn't supposed to be a 3-second story. You gotta lay the ground.
Am I allowed to laugh at that? Is
I
that
did lie down. When did
okay?
you lay? I did lie down. I wasn't standing up. You know, he was standing, but I was lying down. But the thing is, I couldn't take that much, you know, that welly, as we call it here in Britain. I couldn't handle. Basically, it's like me going with Bang Bros Volume 2. You know,
So I'm trying to figure this out. So, you know, not to say right or wrong, but guys are always like, I killed that pussy. In this case,
that's
you
what-
killed my
yeah.
head. Which one was that? No, it was fine.
I'm just over here like, when I hear this, I'm just like, imagine the ego on the guy. Like, oh yeah, I made the bitch pass out. Yeah, you ain't ready for this dick. You ready
Pass
to
out, shake. It was like, you know,
foam
what's
at
it
the
called?
mouth?
Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. No, you know, but you know, we did get to round 2 after the medication. He took his Viagra, so it went 1, 2, 3, boom, you know, and then like got some water, and we continued on. We carried on, you know, we kept calm at first, and then we carried on, you know, like a titan,
Hold on,
like in a football game.
Hold on, that's some nigga shit. Pardon my French, but that's some nigga shit. To not even go to the
But
hospital,
the thing is,
just be like, "Are you breathing okay already? Are you?" That is some black people shit. I don't care if you're Britain or not. That is some black people shit. To not even go get checked out, just be like, "Whew, okay."
Of course not. We ain't got no time to waste, man. Even though I'm late, but still, there's no time to waste, man. Like literally, you know.
Let me ask you.
Oh my gosh.
You said you're on. What are your disabilities, Mask?
So mine is complex partial epilepsy, which is the one where you don't shake on the floor like what's his name, that rock star. What's his name?
You and Audra are twinsies, I think she's saying.
Something Shake. What's his name? Not Benny Shake, not him, because he's on that.
Oh fuck!
What is that rock star's name? Is it Steve Shake? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, Shaking Stevens. That's it, Shaking Stevens. So yeah, I ain't got nothing like him. I've got complex partial since I was a toddler, and I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, which where literally your ovaries are saying, help me, and you grow hair like here and way down there, looking like the burning bush of
The
Moses.
Wookiee. You're the Wookiee of Britain. I get what you're saying. You got a Wookiee. I know what you know what a Wookiee. Never mind. Oops, sorry. My bad.
A Wookiee. Ain't that a rapper from down in Detroit? I swear. Anyway, yeah. And then I got I'm named Variety for lots of reasons. I've got so much things going on, but I need to get it on. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I need to get on top of my. Talking for. So anyway, yeah.
Hey, so that was the thing. Do you know? So this whole show was inspired because when I was on Benny's podcast, I was about to bring up how I had a special girl hit on me, and I didn't know what to do. Yeah. Oh, she was on me. I was in my suit. It was at Paradise.
Which one?
It's like you know them all. She's like, which one is it, right? But she's like, all black special needs girls got a network. That's some racist shit for me to ask you. Like, you must know her. She's black and got special needs. She's one of you peoples that you'd really try to get me fucking fired here. What the fuck?
Learning difficulties for the UK.
What do you say?
No, I was just saying we call them learning difficulties for
Yeah,
the
LD. Yes, learning
LD.
difficulties.
Mhm.
LD, what did I call him?
I forgot now.
I
Special
think you said
needs.
special. I
Special
think that,
needs.
Oh, special
Yeah.
needs. Okay, so is it insult you guys in UK to be?
no, basically special
No,
needs is
no.
like the little ones, like under 16.
Under,
And
yeah.
when you turn,
But you
when you
guys are
turn
all
over
little
16,
ones to me. Like you
Yeah.
guys are like the little Impaloopas to me. Are you serious? Like
Look, I'm just correcting you.
no, I'm correcting you. You guys all look like midgets to me. I think I used the right term. But here was the
you
thing.
can't use the term midget. That's offensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
offensive.
Say that
travel
anymore.
size.
You gotta talk from
Jesus.
dwarfs.
They're
what?
not-
There
they're
might
not
not be a dwarf
dwarves.
though. There's
This
various
isn't the
different
Lord of the
conditions.
Rings. There's not an elf and a fairy. Sorry.
Oh,
He said, "Oh shit, I got him! I got Betty. We win." But no, this whole show sparked off of me wanting to tell them about when a woman, there we go, with learning disabilities hit on me, and I was like, you said, she said, I still need to get some, even though I'm crazy, and I was, no, that's not okay. She says, but you're cute. You want to take me home? Young lady. she's older than me, but you know, never mind. I'll stop. Eddie, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Jesus, I got shoe leather in my mouth. It tastes like rubber. It tastes like rubber. But any other first you want to share before we go to our next panelist and heckle them?
What, my stories?
Yeah, yours first. I don't want you telling mine.
Mine's are
First.
not like Sesame Street. You know, they
My
have a big
concern, Variety D, Dominic, about your story is you've set such a high standard now for any guy fucking women. Because if we don't have a seizure every time he fucks us, like, you know what I mean? He's going to be like, what's this shit?
means I ain't done it right. You know what I'm saying?
He's
You
going to be
hit the
like,
right-
have you even
the right
orgasm?
button,
Like, that's
the
you know,
button, the
seizure
shaky
happening.
button. Yeah, hit that button. You know, the one where I nearly baptized the bed. Yeah, that one. I don't know these as well. No, I sound like dominatrix. I mean, they're not my size. You know,
Yep.
I borrowed them from my great auntie. I mean, you know, they've got big bum. My dairy ain't that big.
Probably as big as mine. That's why.
Listen, yeah, you Northern, yeah, you guys want to show up because you guys have battered sausages, yeah, and we have non-battered sausages.
Only half our audience is getting what you guys are talking the fucking about. The other half, the Americans
Really?
are.
Oh, sorry, my New Yorkers. Basically, think of Dunkin' Donuts, but sausages, but hot dogs. Think of
Yes.
that. When you walk
That's
down,
why I'm
down,
giggling.
past
And they
7-Eleven.
fry them.
Yeah.
Because also, side note, I've been to America back and forth since I was 4 years old. So there's 4 states I've been to: New York, LA, Tennessee, Nashville, Florida. Yeah, so
I may live in
certain-
Seattle now, but I am from, I lived in Long Island, New York City. Yes. Hello. Love it.
well, I was Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Brixton to Brooklyn, you don't know what I'm saying.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
You know, Jamaica Avenue, I mean, ooh, you know,
Yes.
dangerous.
Yes. Yes.
My mommy just lived there in the 80s. So yeah, I know about those places. But you know, shout out to my cousins, you know, down there.
That is the black side. She's gonna do shout outs. Now, if she's done, she's done.
Yes, I'm gonna do shout
That's when you know black people
That's
have been on the interview for too long. When they're like, hey, Ray, Chico, my cousin Timmy, I got a back-ass word step cousin from an ex-widow's wife's deceased brother's
I'm
aunt.
gonna go for
On a
Ishmael. I want to go for
motherfucker.
the Farrakhan people. I want to go for you know, some of those Evangelese people.
I don't
down
give a
further down
fuck
the
if you're
road, the Avenue.
British or American. Black is still black. We're finding out. Thank you, Variety D. Thank you, Variety D. You still get to heckle everybody else.
Anytime.
But we got to move forward. We got to get to the next story because this next motherfucker, I'm waiting to hear. This is a two-sided coin. It's like Two-Face. We're gonna get 2 for 1, and they're the same story, but they're different. And then the worst part is I'm a shitty friend. Last week they were like, I'm biased. You're what? Like it was any of my business, but I just was like, so you like chicks too? Oh, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Every guy, when he hears that word bi, the first thing he thinks is threesome. And what they don't understand is it's a twosome. They want them, not you. That's why they're bi. Fuck. I need to say
Thank you.
fucking stage. I'm writing this one down. Fuck. Getting material. No, but our next guest, next panelist we're going to talk about there first is fucking hilarious. The best part I think about doing this whole thing, and I want to just share this with you guys, is my two co-hosts from Autistic Artists have really blossomed since we've started doing this thing. And it's great to see Audra and Jane come out their shell and share their stories. So I'm excited that I'm the one who did it, but I'm also excited to see how fucking crazy they get. So up next, we have Audra to tell you about her bi crushes, because there's two of them. Give it up for Audra!
Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right. So I thought I would talk about like those first steps in life, especially as an autistic person and not knowing all social cues. So the first story I'll talk about is my first girl crush, when I had a crush on a girl and I was 12. It was middle school, and
Oh,
yeah, I'm probably gonna call her out now. I mean,
I know
I don't
who
know.
this is. I'm listening. I'm like, which one is it? Which one is it?
He may know. He may know. So my first one was Lindsay Ayers.
Yep.
Yep. She was fantastic. We were best friends. I mean, we went everywhere together, and we had French class and everything. And I tried to like flirt a little bit by offering to tutor her, because again, when you're a teenager and you're watching like porn and that's where you're getting sex education, I honestly thought I was going to go to this tutoring session.
Time out. No, I gotta get the spotlight. I gotta add in on it. We're not just gonna blow over that, because I'm not a guy who watches porn. So what she's telling me is she's watched some girl on girl porn already at 12, 13 years old, and she's like, the way they wrote the story. The story says I gotta have a reason to go over there. So if I go over there and help her with their French, I'm a voulez-vous say avec moi. The pussycat is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I actually did pick up some people by offering to teach them a language.
Oh, I'm not the only one.
So time out here.
Yes.
Sophomore year.
Yes.
Sophomore year, I got invited over to a girl's house to help her with her algebra homework. I got there and she put her book away and said, well, why don't we just hang out? Hold up. I'm Asperger's. I'm now thinking back on this going, yeah, I was fucking stupid. Yeah, I've been Asperger's this whole time. Because I looked at her and said, well, if we're not going to do homework, I guess I should go home.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. I told a lady last night I was Asperger's. And she's like, so have you ever had a woman tell you you're having sex? It's like, yeah, do you know how embarrassing it is as a grown man for a woman to come up to you and go, so go in my bedroom, take off your clothes, don't make this weird.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, okay,
whoa, what
thank
kind
you.
of American Psycho is this?
I folded my clothes up and I set them down nicely, but I needed to be told that. Other than that, I would have just kept talking and thinking we were hanging out all night. But back to you. Sorry, I interrupted. Just sorry, you weren't getting away with just saying I saw this one porn at 12, and the tutor seduced the students. So I figured this is how I was going to pick up my
school
first
lessons.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. Back to it. Sorry, we weren't going to just let that blow over.
So I mean, I thought that was the way I was supposed to handle it. Obviously, it wasn't. We still remained friends. Nothing came of it, is what I'm saying. We never dated. No. And then later on in life, I did get married, and then I got divorced. Imagine that. And so I had to have my first date after my divorce, and that is always awkward. So I was at a bar. It's loud, it's crowded, it's smoky. I can't decipher everything in my environment. So in order to help myself practice like flirting, I gave myself a fake name that I would use at bars for all of the guys that I flirted with. And I couldn't think of a real good name. And the only thing I could think about was the show Friends. So I actually would call myself Miss Crystal Chandelier.
Love it.
And
Sounds
that's
like porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, back to this whole porn
Crystal
thing.
is
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
like a porn name.
that or a
Sorry.
stripper, one or the other.
I'm
So your
Crystal.
tutor, Crystal Chandelier's coming over, and everything will be crystal clear by the time.
Hey, it's what I did. It's how I got by.
No judgment.
How did it work? So let me ask you this. I mean, looking back on it, and I'm glad you brought that up because I think I'm going to talk about what it was like dating after divorce too. But what was the hardest part? Like, was it? And for me, it was trying to get away from you got to get out that routine. Like somebody knows you, they know what you like, they know who you are, they know how you like your coffee, they know you sleep on the left side of the bed, they know only one finger, not two. You know the
Yeah.
specifics, right?
Right.
What was the hardest part about trying to get back out there for you?
It would definitely have to be I don't know. I honestly, it was hard for me after this because let me tell you, I was very jaded because my divorce was messy. And Josh, if you're listening, shout out to you. We're still friends, but there was obviously some things that were done. So after we divorced, I decided to go on this, what I call sowing my oats of I'm going to do that to every person that I came across. And I basically didn't care. I dated anybody and everybody. I got free dinners, free drinks. I
You
had
whore.
I had
Get your
sexual
food,
adventures.
yes.
I basically was. I was basically like this whore after I got divorced because I didn't care. I didn't
That's
want
not
to
called
date.
being a whore. That's called what is it? Sexual positivity. No body shaming. We're sex positive. here.
Exactly.
That's right. I didn't care. I was like, I'm getting my own now. Screw
Every guy
everybody
says that
else.
till his daughter comes home talking about, Daddy, I'm sexually. What the fuck? And you're like, no, that's not.
Take
Of
her
course,
to church.
of course, you eventually get to a point. Now I'm in my, I'm 40 and I'm like, I don't care about shit. So
You keep
I would
thinking
sit
that
at
you're
home.
20.
I know I'm not 20, 40.
40 is the new 20, bitch.
I
What are you talking
know.
about? People are living till 100. Fuck you, Emma Blue Glasses. I see over there going. Just because you're 57 years old doesn't mean you gotta know. Oh shit, she's gonna get me for that. I better hold on.
Like a baby compared to y'all.
Shut the fuck up, okay? We'll tell you when you can come to the table and eat. All right, Jane, mind your business. But let me ask you this: and we haven't. I guess we did kind of talk about it with Variety D because the dick was so good she went into epileptic shock. Right? So what?
Of course. I
Of
don't even remember
course.
what happened.
Hey, must have been a
I've only had
blackout.
that happen once. Only once.
Jesus Christ. We had to stop because it was just getting you overworked up. How does that work? So I guess you answered the question. So your epilepsy, you've got overworked up before. What happened?
It was just once. And it was with it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Like I said, we don't name names, because this is. But yes, it was just once. It was really good. It was going well, and it was like, oh, my brain needed to just reboot a bit.
You're like, too much dick overload, back out, man down. Can we get another woman here? We might need a threesome. I'm thinking we might need a threesome. I'm thinking he brought too much dick. He brought that much dick. There's still more dick. Oh,
well, let me clarify. This was with a guy, yes, not a woman.
I was wondering were you all scissors? Never mind. I'm not getting canceled again. I'm not going.
Don't
how
go there.
dull are the scissors? How sharp are the scissors? I'm just. Oh fuck me. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, we're not getting into that.
We're not getting into that. Damn it. We gotta. Every guy watching this podcast. You said she was bi. I want to hear about her with a girl. Like shit. We don't give a fuck about this heterosexual stories. We want to hear about the lesbians. Yeah! I love how Benny's bored, but I know he's not. He's just laughing. He's going to be saving it all up. We got anything else for Audra today, you guys?
If I show some of this, does that work?
See?
Jesus.
Wow.
No, I'm not putting that on the screen. You're not getting me.
Why not? It's cream. It's cream.
Oh, it's covered. It's covered.
Censored. It's okay, guys.
Covered. We're talking about.
Wait a minute. What does it say? Wet pleasure.
Yeah, something like that.
Always
Yeah.
the
I like the way
boy.
writing these.
It says waterproof on it. That's
Wait a
good.
minute, I'm confused. It says waterproof, but it's wet pleasure. Like I can't
My
deal with
mum
that.
got this on eBay, you know. I couldn't believe it. She got no, I think she got ripped off.
But
No,
how is it
I
both
like-
wet and waterproof? I'm just confused.
I still use them. I still haven't used these goodies. I haven't. You know.
And
since
I like how
Christmas.
she had it like
She was
handy.
ready.
It was. I was gonna say it was ready to go. Like, oh, here,
People
I
brought
got this.
props
Those-
to the show.
those
I'm
candles.
seeing that people were prepared for this. They've been living. I've got my props. Here's my little titty
I'm
advertisement.
actually concerned about how close those candle flames are to her nipples. There could be an accident there. Who was in charge of the health and safety on that set? That's what I need to know.
I was thinking the same
And
thing.
just in case anybody wants to talk shit, my mama gave me this mug. Fuck y'all.
I
tweet.
love that.
I didn't
Look
say
Hey,
it.
at
what's
me.
in the mug though? Is that Cavossier? Pass the Cavossier over here. Come.
Look
go.
here. We're from Seattle. In Seattle, we drink coffee. We don't
It's
drink
coffee.
fucking tea. It's fucking coffee.
That's so
We drink coffee all
boring.
fucking day. Coffee.
Coffee.
So before I get
Coffee.
distracted, see, look, coffee. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
resting. Oh my god.
Hey, you little short. You little. Never mind. I can't say that. I'll say it to you offline.
We call me Shorty. You
Yeah,
call me
yeah,
Shorty.
it's-
Shorty,
Okay,
I
come
play
back.
shorty.
You know what? I'm gonna come down there to your mama's
Oompa-doompa-doopity.
house. You see me and you? All right. Okay.
Heightism, we're not having no heightism. We've already had naked flames, you know what I mean? This is getting just too much, you know what I mean?
Don't worry, it's okay. Emma will be all right. She's just mad she's got to follow those great stories. But this next guy,
It's true.
I'm hoping he talks about sex toys because he said he had talked about getting disabled sex toys, and I'm hoping he brings it up because
Disabled sex toys.
remember we talked.
Does that
about
mean
it.
the sex toys
Yeah,
have got a disability?
Emma, you're still in this fucking thunder. You're gonna
crooked.
call you the fucking thunder stealer. What the fuck? I don't even know if that's what he's gonna talk about, but I'm hoping it is. What the hell? I was Googling it. I was looking like, what kind of pocket pussy do you get because you're disabled? Is it like the full thing? Does it wipe your ass when you get done? Does it know how to change your diaper just in case? Oh, sorry, shit. Fuck me. I digress. This next guy, though, I love fucking with him. I love talking shit to him. He's definitely got a good sense of humor. The only bad thing is he told the black guy he's going to put him at the back of the bus on his logo. So we're going to have a talk about that. But it's okay. I still love Benny Shakes. Give it up for Benny Shakes.
Thank you. Thank you. My first love. Well, when I start, we were 15, and yeah, it was amazing. She was non-disabled, and we dated.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. I got to get in here. You had a normie as your first girlfriend, buddy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
You're knocking down normal girls. Okay, all right, I hear
What do
you.
you mean? Why can't disabled people date?
Oh, fuck me. Never mind. You know what?
People.
I'm leaving this spotlight. I'm getting out of here. Go ahead, Benny. Go ahead.
Come back.
He scared me off
Come
real
back.
quick. He said, come back.
now,
Come back.
boy.
Oh, you son
Now,
of a bitch.
boy.
Now, oh, fuck. Now you just said boy. You
No,
got canceled.
you
You
can't
just said
say
boy to a
American.
black guy.
You can't say something American. Yeah.
Benny's done. Say goodbye to Benny's career. No. So here's my question to you, and I want you to go ahead with that story. But you asked me, how do I feel about it? Well, there's a weird area, like I talked to you
Yeah.
offline. You're older now, and your girlfriend helps be your caretaker, right? Not saying she is, but if she was, and you piss off your girlfriend, who's gonna help you wipe your ass when she leaves?
That's why you have carers as well.
So
got
you can
extras.
cuss out your girlfriend. I heard what he said. He said, I can cuss out my girlfriend. I got an extra caregiver. Fuck her.
It's like everything. When you get old, you don't want your partner to wipe your ass. So you employ carers to wipe it for you so you can have a proper relationship with your lover, he or woman or they. So yeah, my first one was non-disabled. She was my only non-disabled partner, and ever since I've had disabled partners, and that's it really. Was it my first time? Yeah, my first time was with a normal woman, and it.
Oh shit!
But
He's going there. We're going. So let me ask you this then, because you went there. So are you with, now that you're older? Do you prefer to date disabled women because you have more common ground,
no,
or
since 2009, I'm just scared of dating because I'm not being horrible, Dante, but there's people not like you, but people who will hear me speak and go, learning difficulties. I am not touching that with a barge pole. And that is why I've got to the stage. What's the point? I'm happy how I am. I've got my right hand. That's all I need.
oh fuck!
How the
Oh
hand?
fuck! That went hard right. He said, "I haven't had a girlfriend since 2009. I don't need one. I got a right hand." Oh shit!
Wait. The thing is, not only does he have a right hand, but he has a shaky right hand.
Oh
Right.
my god! It all shakes.
Oh my
That's where the Benny Shakes comes from. That's not.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going to hell for that, Dante. You are going.
Well, you know, I'm just, that it's, I think we need to educate people on if a woman approaches you and you think, oh, learning difficulties, and don't just brush her off or he. Get to know them, understand them. They might have a learning difficulty. I can't read a damn thing, but I've got a brain and I use it. I can have well, no, I can't have a relationship because I'm fucked in the end, but that's not the point.
I like the way it was like, hey, we can have relations. Well, I mean, I can't, but other people can, right? But here's my question to you, Benny. And I hope my story with this special needs girl that asked, like, was hitting on me, didn't hit wrong with you, right? Because
it didn't.
Well, here's
I
what
see your point of view.
here's what I'm saying though, is as a man, right? I can't have sex with a special needs woman who doesn't firmly grasp what a relationship is.
Yeah, but
Now hold on. Now, if I met her and we learned each other and we liked each other, that's different, because then I can understand her comprehension level. Because when we think about learning disabilities, especially some of them when it comes to Down syndrome and some of those other things, you don't know the maturity level of the person without meeting them.
No.
And so when I kept telling you this lady with special needs, it's because she acts like she's 13 or 14.
Right.
And she's a 40-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Having sex as a person who's not that kind of learning disability and cognizant of what's going on, I'd be a horrible fucking person if I did that.
Yeah. And I would be as well.
There's also that line though where I ask you, do you want to have kids, Benny? Have you thought about having kids?
I think that's for another podcast.
Ah! You son of a bitch! He shut me down. All right. That's fine. You punk bitch. I like how he did it there. He said that'll be on episode 3.
That is a big. Yeah, we could.
That's a whole nother can of worms. I think we know what
honestly,
we're going to talk about.
Yeah, that's a whole other show,
That
especially.
is a whole nother
show debate. So
can I just throw this out here though, real quick for Benny? All the single people out there, Benny is actually quite funny lovely to talk
Oh
to.
shit! And he shakes.
And he's actually I think he is nice looking. So single people, contact Benny.
Available.
And available.
Hey, how's this? All the
I
single
believe
ladies,
in
all the
miracles.
single ladies, all the single ladies.
Either men or women, I'm not bothered.
Ooh, he says
Wow.
he's
He's
a
open.
switch hitter.
Ooh,
He
just
says he'll
doubled
take
your
it
chances
all.
there, Benny.
And I think next week we're doing the dating with disabilities dating show, right?
Bachelor.
We're gonna start raffling people
Oh,
off.
right.
Or the
Anyway,
disabled
Yeah.
bachelor.
The
I've
disabled
got
bachelor.
enough-
Yeah, we'll do the
I've
bachelor.
got
We'll do the
enough
bachelor.
shit.
Do we get a prize? Do we get to go on holiday?
No,
Like
we'll call it
Disneyland
the
or something?
Bachelor, since I like to make everything catchy, right? No, I'm just sorry. Or no, dating impaired. That's even better. Oh
Ooh,
fuck, I
nice.
just fucked that one
Man,
up.
I want to get a free ticket to Fire Island, man. Come on, Fire Island. Or
No, Dollywood. Can we have it based in Dollywood?
Can we have it at Universal Studios?
I got you, big guy. I heard what you said. And so, Benny, thank you for your time. I heard you. You ready? You ready to get the spotlight off you? I got you, big guy. Hey, we're gonna talk about what your kid plan though next time. I got something for you, fucker. You ain't getting out of that question. I wrote it down. It's in the memory bank. I'm an elephant. You're not off that easy. Our next one though. This lady. I might piss my pants when she tells this fucking story. Like, I can't, you know, it's one thing to have a fucking crush. It's another thing to like write him a note. But to send an 11-year-old a fucking email, like they check their fucking email. Like, think of any, you know, you've got to be a special kind of something. Like, I tell everybody I'm the Black Sheldon from fucking Big Bang Theory. This reminded me that she might be the Asian female Sheldon, because when you send an email, just to let you know, CC, there was probably a the heading was, I think I might like you. There was a red receipt attached, I'm sure, right? You want to know if they read it, right? And and then if you didn't respond, it burned up like you only had an hour to read it. So if you didn't read it and you didn't respond, then it disposed of itself. I'm pretty sure she wrote that code. She didn't. This next person, though, has been a treat. They're always fun. Like I said, I love seeing Janejira come out of her shell. Janejira, tell us what it's got. Tell us this awkward crush you had. Come on.
Buy my stickers. Okay,
Buy
so
my stickers.
my merch. Give me money. So once upon a time, I was in 5th grade. I think I was like, I don't know, 11.
That's 9 and 10, by the way. That's even
Yeah,
creepier.
one of those.
But go ahead.
Well, he was a year older than me, so you know, older guys.
Ooh, older guys.
So his mom was actually like one of the school teachers. His dad was a police officer, and his brother was in high school. So I did not want to call him because one of those 3 people would pick up, and that's scary for a child. So anyway, what happened was I was like walking out of my classroom or whatever, and of course I saw him walking by. In retrospect, he's just like an average white guy with blonde hair and blue eyes, nothing special. But in that moment, the heavenly lights shined upon him, and it was like slow motion, like his hair was flowing in the wind, and it was like, take my breath away. And I was like, I'm in love. I need to know his name. I need to know what he's about. I need to know his favorite color. I need to know everything. But I don't know how to talk to him. But I did notice that he talked to one of my guy friends who lived up the street from me. And I was like, aha, so they are friends. This means I will find a way to communicate with him through my phone. So I wrote a note in cursive with a red colored pencil and folded it up and gave it to my friend. And I was like, so your hot friend with the glasses, can you like give this note to him? But don't tell him it's from me. It's from a secret admirer. But don't tell him it's me. So I watched from like a few feet away to see this happen. So obviously he didn't know it was me. And then he was like, so who's this from? And my friend was such a loyal friend. Shout out to him. And he was like, I can't tell you. And he kept my secret. But I guess eventually he found out it was me. And then on the last day of school that year, I guess, he came up to me and he's like, hey, I know you like me, so I'll give you a hug. And it was like the greatest moment of like my little child life. And I was so happy. And the sad thing is that was the nicest that he was going to be to me.
Ever
Because
again.
afterward, yeah, because unfortunately, somehow I got his email. At the time, I didn't have my own
No,
phone.
time out. Fuck that shit. We got every time somebody says some bullshit, I'm gonna enter. There's no somehow mysteriously.
Well, I don't remember if a friend gave it to me.
No,
or
you
he
went
gave it
through
to
the
me.
parent handbook and found the email. I'm creepy too. I know how
Well,
this
no,
works.
that's how I got his number.
Oh shit! Stalker.
Well, because the school has like those like weird
Fucking-
books with everyone's
yes.
number in them for
The
some
handbook.
reason.
That's what I said. The parent handbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never used it. See, there's the difference
Yeah,
between
but
being
that means
creepy
I would have to call him, and I
and
do
being a
that.
stalker. She's full stalker. I'm just creepy. I'm just letting you know. Go ahead. I digress. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I did like try to call, but yeah. So like, I got a hold of his email, and I had my mom's email because I didn't have my own email. So in the email, I had to clarify and be like, by the way, it's me, Jane. You know, that one person, not this other person. Anyway, the subject was like "Hello Sunshine," which is already freaking weird.
Oh God.
And it was just probably like some kind of paragraph. And you know, being in like elementary school, the power move is that you take lyrics from some cheesy love song, copy paste them into the email, and be like, "This song makes me think of you." So that was like half the emails that I sent him for no reason. And then eventually he got a different. He like changed his email, and then his friend told me the new email, but unfortunately, his friend forgot to tell him that I have the new email. So he thought that I just magically found it somehow. And he's like, "You're a stalker and a freak. I don't like you."
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
But I
Oh,
did
hit the
not
awe button.
stop
Yeah,
there.
she can't multitask. She doesn't
Yeah.
know how to hit the off button and express her feelings. Only one or the other with us people. You know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean I basically just like kept trying because I mean anime and Disney told me, you know, don't give up on your dreams. So I continued to send emails. Also, I mean, so I found out that he lived a few houses up from me because I was trick-or-treating, and his mom answered the door, and I was like, well, I guess I know where he lives now. That's nice to know. Don't know what to do with this information.
You
But yeah.
are killing it.
I know.
And I don't mean this in a good way at all. I don't mean
Yeah.
that
It took me years to realize that I was being weird.
I need to know. I need to know. What did you do when you found the address? I need to know.
Well, I just kept it in my brain, and I just knew that's where he lives.
Oh no, it's
I just
torment.
know this.
So you didn't do like a cat or anything and leave a dead rat on his porch every once in a while as a treat?
Well,
or-
sometimes our family would go on walks, and I would just hope that like we'd like go in the route past his house, and that he would like see me and notice that I'm adorable. That never happened, but
I feel
I
like
hoped it
this
would
whole
happen.
story needs to have Lionel Richie in the background. Hello?
is it me?
Is it me? Oh, it's there.
Oh.
Hey,
Pictures.
I know my jokes are good when Benny laughs. That's
I used to sing that
Oh,
every time I used to be in a pub. I used to sing that to my first love.
Oh.
No, it was once, twice, 3 times. Yeah.
Aw. You
It
fucking
got me laid.
I was just gonna say we might get you laid after all, Benny. Keep singing, motherfucker.
What?
You get
Is
you,
it
we're gonna
3
get some
times
cash
laid?
apps
Wow.
too. We might even
I
get a make a
can't
wish date
sing.
going. They're gonna be like, hey, who's that Benny guy? What's his last wish? To be blown by a hot girl? Got it. Go ahead, let's do it.
Yeah, 3 times.
Every time.
Hey, once, twice, 3 times for Benny.
3 times for Benny. Yeah, exactly. 3 times you busting up.
Once you've had me, you won't go back to a rumpet rabbit, that's for sure.
Oh, really?
How do you respond to just what is it? A handy able person giving you what the fuck did I just get? Go ahead.
Because it's very
I can't
weird,
deal with
you
this,
see?
Jane. So now that you're older, you know you're a creep. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you were?
Well, coincidentally, later, a few actual relationships later, my stalking skills actually did come to good use, because the guy that I was with, he like lost contact with his dad and wondered what happened to him, and I was like, do you have his name? And then within an hour, like, I found him, and then they got reunited, and it was fantastic. Unfortunately, his dad was in jail, but you know, once he got out, they made up and it all worked out. And I was like, you're welcome.
I'm hearing all the reunited and it feels so good.
And then I had another ex who appreciated, he labeled my skill as industrious, because like I needed his address for something to like mail him for something. And I told him, oh, I already have it, even though he didn't tell me what it was. And he's like, how'd you get my address without me telling you? And I was like, well, you see, when I was at your house, I noticed that there was a letter on your table and it had your address on it. Okay. And I figured that's something I should know. So I wrote it down.
So here's the thing. And I hate going over to new people's houses because I'm that person too. Like somebody will be like, do you know where my wallet's at? Oh, yeah, you left it on your dresser. How the fuck you know my wallet's at? Well, I watched you walk in your room and set it down. Or the people like, well, you know where my weed's at? Yeah, you put your weed jar over here. So you know where I hide my weed jar? Well, I mean, yeah, I watched you do it. I mean, I wasn't trying to watch you do it. There was nothing else to pay attention to. Yeah, I know where all your shit's at in your fucking cupboards. On the bottom left. Oh, that's what it was. I was at a lady's house, and I was like, can I get one of those little canned sodas underneath the bar in the cupboard? And she's, how the fuck do you know those are there? Well, I was cooking, and I had to go through the cupboards looking for shit. So when I saw them, I made a little mental note that there's soda down there. And she's, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you hunting your sodas down? I digress, but am I the only one here that notices that little shit and people think you're fucking weird?
Information.
I am like that as well. I got told when I was a kid, always read the room before you speak.
Read the room?
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic. I can't read no room.
Read the room. Well, you
Same
don't
right, D. Same right, D. I read on.
Yeah, yeah. You sit back and watch everyone else, and then you know where to fit in.
Oh, we don't do that. Me and Variety D do not do that, dude. We fucking fit in. You either take
I
us.
do the opposite of that.
No.
Yeah, I can tell there's 3 of us that are the same, and the other 3 of you are the opposite. Me, Emma, and Variety D are, bitch, I'm here. Take it or leave it. You, Jane, and Benny, y'all are Audra, Jane, and Betty will sit back and be like, hold on. Are they ready for me? Like, this is double dutch. I don't know.
But you know what? This is why we are probably the 3 most dangerous people in the room, because we know.
Is that how you feel? Is that how you feel, bitch? Because I saw Variety D look at you like, you are not scary. I will fuck you up. Tell her, Variety D. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from Brixton. I'm from Brixton, fucking UK.
I'm working my chakras. My chakras. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah.
Working on my chakras. Okay.
Well, we got anything else for Jane? Did you have anything else, Miss Jane? Sorry, we have a little fun. We make this a family.
Funny thing, this is the same crush that I also like wrote comics about and like wrote stories about, and had this alternate universe where he was like nice to me.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit. You're creepy now. No, we're not friends no more. Now you're creepy. You already stalked the guy, and now you're making money off the guy.
Well, I grew out of that once I like was in real relationships, and then I was like, okay, now I realize that I was weird. I gotta like get down to normal Earthland people's level and figure out how you guys are acting, so I can
and write a
not
book
scare
about
people
him.
away.
That's not creepy or anything. Just write a book about him. Nothing creepy.
It's good content.
It's good content.
My last book actually was for my ex. It was supposed to be a Valentine's Day gift, but then halfway when I was like writing it, a bitch left me. People already wanted to read
Maybe
it. So
you have been more focused on the relationship than writing the book. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right?
Too late.
I mean, he was the one that like proposed and shit, and I was like, well, I thought you wanted to stay, but apparently not.
Boo. Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say we need that. Boo.
Yeah, where's all our sound effects, Jane? We done got Jane in her feelings. She forgot about the sound effects.
I turned that sad like divorce sounding story into queer empowerment because I'm just that awesome.
Hell yeah. Now you got
Yeah.
Sid, right? You got
Yeah,
Sid the
He's
sloth.
the best.
Oh God, Sid's a whole different story. Sid's a 5 foot nothing. Oh God, he
Yes.
wants
Oh,
to be.
actually, when I first saw him, I avoided him on purpose because I knew that I would fall in love with him. But I also knew that I would like make a total fool of myself and not know what to say. So I was like, I'm gonna pretend you're not here right now. And then he got on stage and then like said a joke at me, and I was like, he noticed me. Oh my God.
Oh God, I
And it
love that.
begins.
Hey, we've all had that voice, right? Where you see the person you like and you're like, oh my God, they saw me. Ah! When I did my video with John Legend shouting out Suitman, that's how I go, John Legend's in my name. Ah!
Yeah.
Best part is when they see my, like, they didn't hear, I do the Elmo voice. So when you see a big guy like me do all these quiet, soft voices in public, people lose their shit. Did that
Yes.
big black
Sound
guy
like
just
TV. That sound like Mad TV.
What'd you say, D?
That sound like Mad TV, the emo Elmo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. I've still got on DVD. Before Kevin and Bill did their own thing. Yeah, I still got that.
She said, for fuck's sake, I know what that is, for fuck's sake. But hey, we have almost saved the best for last, second to last. This lady.
Before you go, Dante, can we just say hi to Jamie and Emma for
Watching in, yes, you're right.
watching in?
Shout outs to the people watching and interacting right now.
Yay.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi, Emma
Thanks for watching.
Sullivan, Carolyn
Hello.
Waugh, Jamie Pierce, and whoever else, the other 125 million people watching us live, right? So our
Yay.
sponsors know that's the kind
Yay.
of power we have, right?
Don't
You
sing
could
about
get in front of them.
criminality records. I didn't do nothing. Okay, thank
So, what's
Clean
up?
slate.
You got nothing else, Jane? You good? What you got?
Unless you guys have questions.
Any questions for Jane?
When's the last time you had sex?
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
I don't
Gosh.
know.
Damn, I'm calling Sid right now.
Yeah,
You need
oh
to get
gosh,
on it,
it sounds
buddy.
like a
She
long,
can't
long time.
remember.
It sounds like cobwebs. It sounds like Spider-Man's
The
grandma.
pandemic has messed up my
really
sense of
sounds
time so much that I can't remember like
It
anything.
could have been this
past
morning or
last
2
week.
years ago. I don't know. It all feels the same. Every day feels.
long time ago. I can still remember. You know what I mean? Like, this is too long.
Don't tell
Yeah,
Sid.
I'll
You
tell
need
you,
to.
the last time I drew illustrations of sexual content was yesterday. There you go.
Ooh, I like
Put
that.
it to the drawer. It's not in your drawers. That's drawing. That's
Oh
not
shit! I can't deal with Variety D. She's gonna get us canceled. She's gonna get us
You
canceled.
can deal with me, but you gotta roll some dice. Make sure it's not snake eyes.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, like, I can like make money off of drawing sexual content without me like having to get naked. Everybody wins.
Exactly.
That's a great
That's
deal.
entrepreneur
I like
skills.
that, I
I
like
wish
that.
right
I
there.
could draw porno.
What the fuck?
I'm
This
just-
is
No.
I don't know where
No,
that
out
came
of left field, Benny.
I'm
I
just like,
wish I could draw
I've
porn.
been listening to you guys, and Dominique and Angela, you're missing a trick with your epileptic seizures. When
really?
you say to your next partners, look, I might have a seizure, but I have got diazepam. So just put that on my bum and you get double bubble.
But I don't do anal. So forget
Double
pop-
bubble.
Oh God, Benny's done. I gotta take him with that. You know what? What the fuck, Benny? You know we're doing anal now
Got to
without
say
consent.
that.
You sent the
No,
black
it's
guy
right
to the
there.
back of the bus on your logo. What else are you trying to do? Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
just trying to give them a chat upline. No, never mind.
It's called support
Nah,
services.
don't say
Exactly.
that. No.
I got you, Benny. I got you.
Hey, hold up. That sounds like a pain in the ass to me. No. Oh shit. But
If your child line involves diazepam, there's a problem. Like if you're using hardcore narcotics in your child line, there's a real issue there, I would say.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Well,
See?
thank you, Jane. You have been definitely unique. I'm not gonna lie. You're the only person that like told a real fucking story, and we were all like,
Yes,
"There's more?
I appreciate that.
How fucking weird are you? You just keep
I
getting
mean, I'm a
weirder and
writer, so
weirder at
of
9
course.
fucking years old. You know what I mean? Like we're all like, damn, there's more. Fuck. We're all listening to this. Like, where were her parents? Nobody gave her intervention. Told her she's gonna be the loser.
Home Alone, part 5. You know what I mean? Like,
I have questions. I want to know how many emails you sent.
So many. I'm pretty sure I hit like at least 50.
Oh.
To that same person?
Well, yeah, like over the span of a very long amount of time.
What, like
okay.
3 weeks?
Well, no, it was like from 5th grade all the way up to like late 6th grade, and then we like acknowledge we went to the same school since high school, so he like acknowledged my existence, but like, you know, he wasn't a fan of me, so every time he saw me I like felt like the ice from his glare, and eventually I was like upset because, you know, he didn't like me back, so I would like telepathically send him ice back and be like, I hate you too.
There's a lot of truth to that. So I remember I told somebody is you're only cute to a girl as long as she thinks you're cute. If you don't know she thinks you're cute, you're not gonna be cute anymore after a while. And that's
Accurate.
there's so much truth. Oh, you didn't know I liked you? Oh, well, I don't fucking like you no more. Okay.
Aw.
I didn't know. How is it? Look at Audra knows what I'm talking about. Emma knows what I'm talking about. Fucking.
I mean, it's yeah. I don't do games anymore, but yeah. It's been out there before.
I like us. She said I don't do games anymore. I just do everybody. I told you I'm 40. I fucking when I want.
Okay. Free out the Panani.
Me and Audra
Wow.
too old to care. We're just like, we're doing our thing.
That's right.
Jesus Christ. Hey, you young guys out there, you say you want a cougar till it's 4 a.m. and she wants to fuck again, and she's like, I gave you a Lunchable and a Capri Sun. You better get that dick up and bring it over here.
I actually was a cougar once.
And then the worst part is they'll look at your young ass and go, what, you need some pills? I got some of those from my ex-husband. I still got some laying around. You need a little Cialis, you little young dick motherfucker. Oh, shit.
Your bedtime
Sorry,
is
I
19.
digress.
What is that out of date though?
Did we have anything else for Jane, you guys? Are we good?
Kathleen.
Are we good? Anybody else, Jane? Going once? Going twice?
Anyone got some blue chew?
Emailing 50 times. Give it up for Jane! Oh, this is really starting to become a blast. I think we're gonna have fun with this. This next person, though, if I was saying I was saving the best for last, that means I'm next. So she's obviously not next, but it's okay. She's second best. I'll give her that. But she's got the sass of the best. Oh, I love her. I'm waiting to hear what she says. She's got the twofold story. She's a switch hitter. She says she's gonna tell us about her first guy and her first girl. So I'm kind of intrigued. I've got my tea and popcorn. Give it up for Emma Roberts. Let's see where this goes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so I am being greedy and I've got 2 stories because I think they're both quite short and I talk very fast. And also, I thought, you know, buy one, get one free, you know, so that's quite good, isn't it? So basically, my first story is about what should we do first? You guys decide. Should we do girl or boy first?
Ladies first.
Ladies
Oh,
first.
actually, I need to do the girl first because I'm going to do them in the chronological order. So the girl came first. Okay. So I
That's
call
not
her.
real life. The guy always comes first. Oh,
If you know how to do it right.
That means he ain't doing it right. That
Dad,
means he ain't
thank
doing it right.
you.
That happens.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I call her Train Girl. Okay. And I mean, obviously it would be to protect her privacy, but it's not that. I've just actually forgot their name. So can somebody just give me a name that sounds like a girl's name so I can tell the story?
Janice.
Julia.
Georgina.
Janice Julia. What?
It's
Georgina.
Janice Julia or Georgina? Let's see. I'll go for Julia, right? So basically what happened is, you know what it's like when somebody new starts at your high school? So I was about 13 and Julia started at the high school and she, you know, when somebody comes in from out of area and everybody's really excited, I was like, oh, there's this new, you know, person in school. So obviously it's like fresh meat. So I want to get to know this person. I'm like, yes, somebody fired to be my friend. Yay. And so basically I'm like going all out trying to build this friendship with Julia. And she's like really keen, like really, really like keen on this friendship. And so like for months, she's like building this friendship with me. She's getting to know me. She's spending time with me. Like it starts like after school and then before school. And then I don't actually know how this occurred, but somehow we ended up going on a day trip. She invited me out for the day. And I still can't remember the details of it. But all I remember is we went out for the day and we went on the train together. And wherever we went to, we had a really good time. And I really enjoyed her company. And on the way back, we were on the train and she leant over and she just rubbed her hand along my knee and up to my thigh.
Ooh.
And that was my like literal response. I was just like,
Whoa.
lesbians in the world.
Erotic train, porn too.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, that was my. So I obviously realized she had like a crush on me.
You were
And
more than just gal pals.
oh yeah, I was like, oh right,
So
okay.
Emma
Oh, this-
Roberts and Julie Roberts went on a train going towards
yeah,
Notting Hill.
basically they're
Okay.
making a film about it right now. But the problem was it wasn't reciprocated because she wasn't my type. I now know what my type is, so she wasn't my type. Was train girl.
What is your type?
With girls, I'm attracted to masculine energy. So somebody who looks like a girl boy, like BOI, like a boy, like a masculine, like a sort of toy boy look. Like tomboy look, sorry, should I say? Because I was quite a tomboy. I wasn't really, I was quite feminine, but I was also quite tomboy.
Macho girl, gladiators,
Actually, Train Girl had a bit of a kind of boy look to her in that sense. But the thing, I don't know how to explain what they looked like. So, but it wasn't their looks that I wasn't attracted to. I wasn't attracted to their personality. So even though it was odd, because even though we got along well as friends, I wasn't attracted to them in that way, you know, romantically. It just didn't vibe with me. So that's yeah, so that was that. So it was very short-lived. So then I just spent like about 3 months in school just trying to avoid that person, which was quite painful for us both.
Aww.
Yeah, so that was my first girl crush that went wrong. Now I'm going to tell you about my first love, my first boy love, and how that went wrong. So I went on holiday with my family to Ibiza. People know where Ibiza is. It's like a little island near Spain.
We're
It's
talking
like
about
Yeah, I know Ibiza is
I
when I
took a pill in
stayed in there.
Ibiza. Is that what
Take
you're
a
talking
pills in
about?
Ibiza.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah.
Well, there was this,
That's old Ibiza.
Ibiza was amazing, right? There was this club, and it was like where all the kids went, where the parents were getting pissed in the bar. We all had to go in this little like club downstairs, and it was fantastic because they had loads of arcade games and street fighters. So me with all the other kids, by this time, I'm 15, by the way, we'd hang out, play Street Fighter on the arcades, right? And there was 3 lads. One was from Hull, I remember that. And he took a shine to me. But I fancied the tallest lad, who was called Ian. So we went kayaking round the bay and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, something could happen. We went to this little island and we're all hanging about on this little island. And Ian made his move, right? So I was like, great. So we had a snog, and then that was it. Like me and Ian were an item then. So when we came back to Britain, of course, after the holiday, we didn't have internet, we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have none of that because I'm like old. So basically, we had to write. So I started writing to Ian, who lived in Wolverhampton. And that was like it's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from me, maybe longer. So basically he started ringing my landline. We'd have like really long conversations on the phone, and I'd get shouted at for being on the phone too long. We'd write love letters and send them to each other in the post. We were like all in. I was like proper in love. This went on for months. And meanwhile, I was still actually writing to the other people from the holiday, including the guy from Hull, whose name I can't remember. But no, me and Ian were all in. And then what happened is he invited me one weekend to go down to Wolverhampton and stay with him and his family. So I had to get on the National Express coach because it took hours, absolutely hours. And he met me there. I remember him being stood there waiting for me when I arrived. We went to his parents' house. We had the best time. They cooked dinner. We went to the movies together. We were just like in love, right? And then about a month later, there was a fateful phone call.
Did you get done?
I did. Ian had bought me a beautiful necklace and sent me it to in post Valentine's Day. And about a month later, he rang me and he said, I'm really sorry, but my parents say I have to focus on my A-levels and so I can't date anymore. I've got to focus on my studies.
Cock blockers. Those parents.
Absolute cock blockers. And he was made to dump me. And I was so distressed that I ripped the necklace off my neck. I put it in an envelope and I posted it back to him and told him it broke my heart. But
You should have went She-Hulk on him. You should have broke him up.
wait for this, there's a plot twist. It doesn't end there. So then flash forward 2 years, in fact, maybe a bit longer. I was like 18 and I was like seeing another guy at that point. I just randomly got a letter in the post from guess who? Ian. Because I didn't know why he dumped me. He just told me that he had to do his studies. So he wrote this big long letter saying, I'm so sorry that I broke your heart. I'm so sorry that I dumped you. I never wanted to do it. My parents made me do it. You're just like so amazing. And like, I just want you to just have the best life ever. So Ian from Wolverhampton, if you're out there, I'm still here, babe. I'm still here.
I see we're trying to make two love connections. I see the British people have a hard time getting love. I think that's what we're finding. We're 2 for 3 now. Let's get Emma attached. Ian from wherever. Benny's taking both male and female suitors. It's okay. Variety D, did you want to get a shout out too? Or are we going to help the whole UK trifecta?
No, she's sorted. She's fine. Leave her alone.
I've got my boyfriend anyway, but still, it's just the fact that I live in the heart of the South and he lives in North London. So it's like, you know, like you're New Yorker. You know when you go from one end of New York to another?
Motherfucker, I'm not a New Yorker. I'm a Seattleite.
No, she's
East Coast. You're East Coast. Stop it.
She's talking to Audra. Yeah. I got you.
When you take, what's that one that trains up there? A in America?
Well, there's lots of trains. The A train will go up. Yeah.
It's called what's called?
Oh, Amtrak.
Like a disease. Yes, Amtrak. It's long as that, man.
Can I just say,
Amtrak.
it's not easy to find love when it's all on the fucking internet. Where is the...
No, it's not, because you can't touch
where you meet a partner in real life. Hello, people. Let's get back to...
Benny, you have such a good point. Because I was literally thinking about this before the podcast today. And I was doing a list of everybody that I've dated. And basically everybody I've actually had a relationship with, talking about Ian first time, I met them in person. Yeah. Like I have had relationships with people off the internet, but what I mean is like the ones that have, that have lasted or gone well or that have been easy to kind of get going have all been in real life. So I agree with that.
I've always met my partners either in a pub or at work. Okay, I only work part-time.
I was going to say, he's looking for HR violation. He's like, I only pick up chicks.
Oh, no, I won't date anyone from work now. I respect them all too much.
Wink, wink, hint, hint.
I do respect everyone. Yes. Yeah, but it is hard. It is hard, especially, I think we will leave my opinions for next month.
Oh, you son of a
Yes.
bitch!
Ah,
I'm so tired of this.
romance, guys. Mine was a holiday romance. Anybody else had one of those? That's maybe another topic for another day. Isn't it?
Aw, I liked it though.
I think next month we'll have to about dating and maybe. Over to you, Dante.
Oh, we'll get there in a second. We're not there yet.
Alright.
We're not done with it. Don't worry. I got enough. I got shit to say.
What
Don't
you
worry.
got for me? What you got for me?
What you got for me about hard not? Oh, never mind. Sorry. You know
Mr.
what's
Barnett
6 inches
is a
long and
hard
2 inches
story.
wide and women love?
Yeah.
Money, you dirty son of a
You mean your
bitches. What were you thinking
microphone?
about? Anyways, he's going to say his penis. He's going to, no, money. It's called
I
money.
was thinking
Oh,
I
about
thought
hot
you were talking about
dogs.
your microphone, Dante.
Oh, you son of a bitch. It's about the right. Oh, shit just got weird.
And he's getting turned on. Stop doing that, Dante.
I know.
Whoa.
Yes, he
And then I
is.
could always do the voice for Audra. Thank you. How are you doing today?
I do like the
it's
voice.
Hey,
I
we look
tell
Audrey
you
looks
what,
like
I
famous.
hope my mum's not watching.
I do. You're gonna have a little mixed brother, Benny. That's what's going on. We're gonna put some coffee in that family
Found out
tree.
that I'm bisexual.
I'm just letting you know I'm the fucking cougar hunter. Don't worry. When I give your mom a seizure, she won't care if you're epileptic or bisexual or whatever. Oh yeah, that got a clap out of Janejira. She found the sound effects again. She's like, I got out my feelings. I found the sound effects. It's okay.
God,
Yay.
What else we got, Emma? You got anything else?
Well, I do have another story if you want it. It's about
Yeah, we got time.
about crushes. So what happened again? All this is from high school because, like, when you guys were all telling your story, I was just like flashback to teen years, like, oh god, it was so bad. But it's kind of fun as well, isn't it? But there was a new guy. So after you had the new girl that started, and I was just over that kind of oh my god, because what happened after that is I developed a crush on a girl at school. So at this point, I then found out which girl I liked and had a crush on her, which she still didn't know about to this day, but yeah. And so basically what happened after that is we got another guy started. Now, this guy came to school and it was like literally off a movie. We were like nearly 16 at this point, and he comes in, and it's obviously after the Ian debacle. So, I'm pretty, prime, ready for somebody new. This guy comes in. He's got like long shaggy hair. He plays the guitar. On a weekend, he hangs out at the local bus station, busking. Like nobody had ever heard of this. Like busking. We were like, what? All the girls were drooling over him. We used to go to the interchange just to watch him busking. Like we'd go like en masse, like groups of us, just pretending we were just at the bus station. You know what I mean? Like what? We were just not at the bus station, right? We were just like going to just look at this guy. I used to do ice skating. So part of our PE curriculum, physical ed, is we had to do ice skating because ice rink. So good, honestly, I can't tell you. And the great thing was, after we had our lesson, we got to stay on the ice to put music on, all like the current hits of TV on the TV. It was brilliant. And we got to just have a blast just skating on the ice. This guy could skate really well. So we were all down at the ice rink. And obviously, I will do anything pretty much for a dare. Not anything, but I'm pretty open to dares. So my friend said to me, we know you've got a crush on this guy, because they all had a crush on him. And they was like, why don't you write a little love note, letting him know how you feel, and put it in his backpack? So I was like, yeah, what could go wrong? Let's do that. So I write this little love note, I fold it up, and I'm like, skate. They said, right, okay, you're going to skate round the rink, Emma. And all the backpacks were together on the seats by the side. I said, come off. And I'm like, but he's going to see me. So I no word of a lie. I skated round that rink, which is big. 4 times I passed his backpacks. I didn't want anybody to see me come off the rink. And the 4th time, I managed to jump off the rink really quick, shove it in the backpack. I was like, yes, done it. Okay, problem was, wrong fucking backpack.
Oh my gosh.
No.
It was this guy, and he stalked me for weeks afterwards, and I was
Oh no.
You can tell everybody my name's Dante. It was only a week and a half. Stop telling them.
Oh
Fuck.
my
Yeah, but
10 days is not weeks.
it was legitimately 5 days, but in a teenager, that the teenage years, that's like 6 months, isn't it?
Yeah,
Forever.
that's forever.
5 days is like
She said it's really
forever in
5
teen
days,
life,
but-
you know what I mean?
That's right.
Like when kids are dating now, it's absolutely great. It's like you see them and they go like, we're like, oh, we've been together 3 weeks. And like, they get engaged like 3 weeks. It's like 3 weeks.
I know.
It's like
Yep.
21 days
Like
you've
a
been
Disney
together.
movie.
Like, wow.
I have been engaged 5 times.
That's just
What?
greedy.
5 times.
Benny's
Damn.
a
Hey,
fucking
a
whore.
dark
Five
horse.
times.
We are really finding out that Benny is a whore. He's like, I'll take anything I can get, male
I
or women.
Benny,
I've
you
been
Benny
need
needs
to
a
get
whole
a refund
show.
on those
The
rings.
problem is,
For a
I
ring.
wear my heart on my sleeve, so
Oh.
Boo.
yeah.
And who looks like it?
No,
I'm calling bullshit, but it's okay. Does he wears his heart on his
As I
hand?
said,
You
heart
see
is
he
his
shakes. That's-
His heart is his pants.
His heart in
Benny,
his
did you-
pants, yes.
Benny,
Yeah.
did you get a refund on those rings? That's my concern.
no,
Yeah,
they
hula
were
hoops and
bought-
Cheetos. What are you chatting about? They're not rings.
Man.
they-
It's just like giving out rings, like, ring. Anybody want a ring? Oh,
Call him the
everybody get a
Oprah
ring?
of marriage.
Wonders.
You get a ring.
ring.
You get a ring. You
The
get a
only
ring.
ring I
You
got
get
is
a
on the
ring.
phone. That's it. Bring. That's on. It was on Dominique's
Yeah,
phone. That
ring,
was
ring.
plugged in.
Not ring, ring.
Don't even know that phone. Though. That's the only ring I got.
Yes.
Oh God. Well, do we have any other questions for Emma? We're getting a little long-winded. I want us to get out of here in like the 90-minute mark. So I'll go ahead and we're good. Anybody else for Emma?
Yeah, I've got to take medication now and eat. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to do after this.
Mind your business.
didn't
You don't
cry.
know me. You know, I've been trying to eat this whole time and get my meds in. Fuck you guys. I got my meds right here.
Really? But hold on a minute. It's not even dinner time for you Americans. Hold on a minute, Seattle. It's like 3 o'clock.
It's
3:30.
lunch.
It's
Like,
lunchtime.
come on,
Lunch,
man.
you bloke. It's 12 o'clock.
It's lunch
almost
o'clock.
lunchtime.
I love that lunch o'clock.
Oh, you're
Isn't
West
that-
Coast, yeah.
It's
Okay,
lunch
yes,
so-
o'clock.
It's
I'll
what,
go
1:23?
last.
Like, come on
1:23.
now.
Well, I'm gonna finish up. Let me tell my first story. Which one do I want to fucking tell?
Number 3. I'm with number 3.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one are we going to go?
So I'll talk about 2 things. So, the first one I'm going to talk about is when I first tried to start dating again after divorce, and so I went through a shitty divorce myself. It was alleged that I threatened my wife's life, so I didn't get to see my kids. I still don't get to see them. I'm going through everything, and the worst part is I was on antidepressants, and I was on serotonin inhibitors. I'm already fucking crazy. Right? Like you probably shouldn't block the stuff that tries to make me happy. Like that's not a good idea. So it's basically Hulk all the time. And so I'm deaf, right? And I'm on these meds and I'm 80, I'm not at PTSD and I have high anxiety and I'm Asperger's. And it was just overwhelming trying to date because you get the same 7 questions. So what's up with your next? Well, we're going through a bad divorce. Ooh, what happened? Well, and the worst part was there's an old saying is no, you don't owe anybody an explanation for who you are.
Mm.
And between my
MS.
anxiety, my PTSD, and my Asperger's, it was really hard for me to date. When I first moved out, I was homeless. I didn't have a job. And like I think for a lot of us, especially on the spectrum or with disabilities, our confidence isn't always there if we're not 100%. And the hardest part for me, and I was trying to get this out of Audra, but she went the other fucking version. She said, I'm giving away this pussy. This pussy's going everywhere. Yeah, it's on clearance. It's on sale.
Oh, Lord.
Come get a sample, right? Guys can't be that way. If I was just like, hey, this dick's for free, come get some of it. It's you pervert. Put your dick away.
Yeah.
Right?
Discount.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody wants no discount dick. I want some seizure dick. I want some seizure dick. It's gonna give me an epileptic shock. You know what I mean? Give me some of that tsunami dick. I don't want no clearance dick, right? So I'd get out here and I would like literally find myself crying on dates because they'd want to ask me these hard questions that I couldn't answer. And then I'd be so fucking mad. Like I remember one time I was on a date and the chick was arguing with me about my violation of my protection orders or whatever and these charges I got. I had to take my daughter to school and all this, and we're going back and forth. And finally, like I said, bitch, I already went to court for this. I'm not arguing with you. What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is a moot point at this time. But then I started crying because I was like, now every time I talk to a woman, I got to explain all this shit that my wife did to me. And if she's been in domestic violence, she's not going to understand. And then with the Asperger's and the way I explain things, sometimes you're like, well, you just skipped over like a whole story. Well, then I got to tell you the whole story. And that's like 2 hours. And then if I start talking, you know how this goes. And then like 3 hours later, you're like, I don't even want to date this guy. He's fucking crazy. And so it's, yeah, those are all the thoughts I have. I told you fuckers, I just look like this, right? So, whew, I remember I went on this date and it was my first like real date. It was right after New Year's of 2019. And I decided to stop taking my meds. Part of it was because my ex-wife didn't give me the pills. So I didn't have them. And I was, well, and I don't want to go get some more. And I can't go to the hospital because I've already got some parole violations in the hospitals in my old neighborhood. So I'm just going to go without them. And we met at a brewery. And the girl decided to challenge me to Scrabble. I didn't let my kids win in fucking Candyland. Do you understand me? You don't get free wins here. You don't get to win in Uno. The only kid I got that can beat me.
Game. Damn.
What'd you say?
You got game. I got your challenger.
Yeah.
Super Smash.
Yeah, we're not. If you can't compete with me or take this ass whooping, then we're not going to work because I'm going to.
You didn't get your degree for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I don't have a master's in stupidity, bitch. Like,
oh,
come
not
on.
the masters again.
Oh, fucking Emma. She's like, it's fucking masters.
I've got 2 masters. Screw you.
They're British. They don't count.
I got a bachelor's.
Exactly. And the thing is, my dyslexia means I can't fucking play Scrabble. Like, you should see me playing Scrabble. Like, I get excited if I get like a score of 5. It's just ridiculous.
Let me tell y'all what happened here, though. You got to hear this. So she starts playfully talking shit. You don't do that with me. Like, if I'm not talking shit, don't talk shit to me because then I'm going to really start talking shit.
You have chosen death.
Yeah. You know, tell them. Jade seen me in real life when comics start heckling me, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, I should have done that." And it's like, "Well, you woke him up. Good luck."
Here's the boss.
Yeah. So we're sitting there, and so then I start drinking too. And mind you, I told you I'm off of my meds, and so if you've ever been on these hard meds for antidepressants, they're fucked. Like I was getting body chillers, and you feel like I'm just all over the place. So then we played. And it was a super Scrabble game, not even regular Scrabble. So there was quadruple letters and quadruple word scores. The final score was about 442 to, I want to say 165 or 168. And that's probably exactly it. I have a photographic memory. So we're on the way out, and the guy's there's, how you going? I was like, somebody got their ass kicked in Scrabble. It's just, did you have to say that, right? So date goes, we go our separate ways. Again, no social cues. I thought the date went great. We had fun. Fuck you, Emma. You're laughing too hard already. That date did not go well. Oh, buddy. So we talked the next day, and she said, "You are a fucking prick. Like, you are so mean." I talked to my mom, and she was like, any guy that wants to make sure he wins definitely doesn't know how to treat a woman. And you are lucky. And I was like, well, no, you said you're going to beat me. And then you started making jokes about me being black, and I couldn't read. And whether they were jokes or not, now I had to prove you wrong.
Oh, she didn't.
Yeah, she's joking. And then that was the time that I figured out, like, that was when I was like, you know, I don't know if I could ever like really date a white woman, like really marry one again, because I'm black and I'll be goddamn. The minute we have one of those conversations, it's over, Karen. You got to go.
Oh, Jesus.
And then, so that was the first story, trying to get, and then the most recent one, I tried to tell somebody I was deaf and Asperger's, and they explained it to them and they ignore it. stop calling me ma'am. And it's like, I can't help it. I'm trained to say yes, ma'am. That's how I talk. I call everybody ma'am. And then the other part is I'm partial deaf. I'm not full deaf. I'm partial deaf. And I'm deaf in my left ear partially. So with that disability, people think you're fucking around when you say you can't hear them. And it is the most frustrating thing in a relationship. So now you want to hear. What the fuck did you just say to me? It's not like now I want to be normal, or now you have Asperger's, or now you have cerebral palsy.
Right, there is.
I guess in Variety's case, now she did have an epileptic moment. But that's different. That's different. That's a little bit different, right? Now you want to have epilepsy. All right. Now you want to be epileptic. But it was just like when you're, and we talked about this show, and I hope Benny doesn't. I talked about having a full spectrum of disabilities here because we have Benny who looks disabled. You know, Benny's disabled. I love what he's like me. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to meet you. Hit unmute, Benny. My apologies. He's like me. You get what I'm saying. You shake. You know what I mean? He's gonna do that to me again. Who's disabled?
I talk like I should be down a hole somewhere. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying shit. I'm just saying we can physically make a guess that you probably have a disability. And so
yes, I've got terrible palsy.
We have a comic in Seattle who says she takes the idea of CP time to a whole new level.
Oh
yeah.
Right, but the thing is that when you have this mix of people look at Benny, they're going to give him the concessions, they're going to know he's the way he is. People look at me and see a big scary black guy. They don't know don't it is what it fucking is. But they don't see the underneath. You know what I mean? And that's the point of the show, is to kind of talk about some of those things that we do in between. I'm going to wrap up on that. I think we've had a great episode. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I want part 2, part 3, like an R. Kelly story. I want lots of parts.
We don't talk about R. Kelly no more. He pisses on little girls. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't talk about people.
I know he does, but you don't.
Traffic kids. What?
That's what happened.
Variety's like, I'm into that shit. It's okay, no.
No.
I don't know about you,
Hold on. I'm going to show you guys, yeah.
Uh-oh, what'd you say, Benny?
Now people have got an outline of what we're going to talk about. I think next month we could dive deeper into why
Free woman.
we're single and
Dive deep into what now?
we've got with
Oh, fuck me.
Wait a minute, are we all single?
Oh, fuck me.
I'm actually
No.
single.
What does that say? It says free women.
Free women, that's hilarious. I feel really
And
free when I
discreet.
wear discreet pants.
It's nappies. It's
I was gonna
nappies.
say those. Yeah, well, nappies or diapers. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys are killing me.
And it's
When
When
white
you wear
drop, man.
diapers,
Look,
when you wear
look, it
diapers,
says large
as a woman,
size.
you feel free.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you guys are killing me.
I need extra large.
That's how we're getting out of here. Everybody, hey, give it up one time for Emma Roberts, blue sunglasses girl. Give it up for Audra Sisak. Give it up for Benny Shakes and Ejaculates. Oh, sorry. Give it up for Janejira Damron.
Woo!
Give it up for Variety D.
Whip, whip, whip.
And I've been your host today, your host with the most, who has to roast whenever these motherfuckers try too much to boast. I've been Suitman of Suitman Productions. Next Saturday, we have amazing women in our comedy. Other than that, we don't have anything for a couple of weeks. Big news, though, in 2 weeks on the 21st, we're going to do our first episode of Autastic on the bi-weekly. And our first bi-weekly guest will be Emma Blue Glasses, girl. We'll be doing Autistic Artists again in 2 weeks, talking to her about what she's doing over in the UK, talking shit about Benny while we're on there, just making sure he's got his blood boiling. By the way, Benny's taking suitors, male and female. Emma's looking for Ian from her fucking elementary days.
Wolverhampton, Ian, where are you?
And Mom, just so you know, Benny's bisexual. You need to have a talk about that after dinner. So,
Uh-huh.
thank you. That's it. I love everybody.
Beautiful.
You already said it 7 times.